As movie begins, a few friends are shown who are celebrating a party. One of the friends named Courtney downloads an mobile app countdown on the insistence of her friends. This app informs the duration of your lifetime and it also forecasts the death time. Other sitting friends there get the good countdown while Courtney app declares that she has left only 3 hours for life. And she will die afterward. Courtney does not go to her house in her friend Evan's car due to anxiety. But she goes to her house on foot. While walking she sees many things on the way. It seemed as someone is chasing her. She receives a notification from this app as you have violated the terms and policies of this app. Then we notice that an invisible thing ends her after a while as she enters house. And her mobile timer is also come to 0. It is the evidence that this app was not a fun. Then we are also shown that car is bumped and tree branch is pierced into that place where Courtney was going to sit. It is clear that Courtney's death was sure. Later, a nurse named Quinn, who is the main character, is shown. She serves in a hospital. And wounded Evan was also here. Sitting in a place, Evan also exposes about this downloaded mobile app countdown. And he has also a few hours of life. But Quinn asks him to distrust it. He informs her that Courtney also faces the same which was written in this app. He also tells, I know my death will occur during surgery. So he wanted to keep away from surgery. After giving the understanding to Evan, Quinn's colleagues also download this app having the good counting. It means they will survive for a long time. Suddenly, a sick lady affected by drug is brought in the hospital. She was finding difficult to breathe. She was dead but doctors inject a medicine into her body after all. She comes into life at first sight. Now Quinn also downloads this app but got upset knowing that she has mostly 3 days for her life. Afterward, she will be no more. Thinking it, she is in stress. Evan, who has left his surgery. He comes from the hospital's emergency room towards a door going outside. Then a notification is received by mobile app at the exact time. What was the message? The message was as you have violated the rules and terms of user. Then a ghost disguising Courtney appears and falls him down. And he immediately dies. Now Quinn had to go to her house for taking some papers. But she finds her sister Jordan in a locked cupboard with her friend. In fact, both sisters had no intimation. Next day, Quinn comes to know about the death of Evan. Then she looks over the Evan's dead body and his cell phone privately. She notices that his mobile countdown timer had reached to 0. And Evan was dead at the same time. She seems worried and receives a notification from this app. As user agreement is violated. Quinn takes the detailed information about this app. Then she gets that many users have been deprived from their lives because of this app. She also watches a video of a girl who has died while telling about this app on video. Reading comments about it, she is relaxed because the people had called it fake. Meanwhile, she encounters the Evans ghost there. She has got upset, but seeing it again, she finds no one. She damages her mobile intention but the mobile countdown timer continues. She hides herself in the car coming out from flat and falls asleep there. Her sister Jordan wakes her up in the morning. When Jordan sees her sister's mobile, she also gets awareness about this app. Matters are disturbed between two sisters because Jordan was willing to live with her sister Quinn for a day. The reason was this, an old lady had been hired for looking her after but she did not want to stay with her. So she prefers to stay with Quinn. But Quinn is already horrified due to this app and she does not permit her to stay with her. Going away, Jordan tells Quinn that I will also download this app. Quinn is frightened. She buys a new cell phone going in a shop. But strange thing is this, countdown app is automatically installed in new cell phone. She is attacked by a ghost in the car which causes an accident by her. She is afraid coming out the car. She meets a boy Matt there whose mobile had also the same app. He had also a short time for him. Both move to a club and install that app in the mobile of alcoholic in order to read the user agreement. And this app also revealed as on which place that mentioned person will be dead. All dead people violated the terms and policies ignoring it. On the other side, Matt encounters in lavatory the ghostly figure of his brother who attacks on him. But he is still survived. After that, both go to father who informs them as app code can help them telling the reality of it. Hearing the name of ghost, father is thrilled and shows them the folklore which has been given in a version of Bible in old times. Before a time, there was a prince whose father was sick. The sick king could not fight so prince had to lead the army. Before it, Prince visits a nomad lady for forecasting. She gives him her old paper roll saying that he should not avoid or use it for his own benefit that has been written in it. Opening the paper roll, Prince finds a past written timer which indicates his death if he fights battle. Following the words of that lady, Prince sends his younger brother for fight. And Prince's younger brother gets the victory in the battle. He again visits to that lady saying death is preceding him. That lady replies, it is not death but a dangerous ghost doesn't. He will not end him easily but torment. It can obviously be committed by cruel one. That prince is dead at the same time which was stated in that old paper roll. And that paper roll has the exact timer as installed in that mobile countdown app. It can be said that this app was the recent upgraded form of folklore. Where was it come or created? Who did initiate it? Nothing was found regarding it. Now both visit to that phone salesman where Quinn had bought the phone. They ask them to hack this app for them. He has got ready for money. It was super app of 60 gigabytes. They are surprised knowing the space and the complexity of common timer app. He hacks its code. There is written statement. Quinn takes it photo. Otherwise, there are many users whose lifetime was visible, including the name of Jordan. It was evident that Jordan has also installed that app, and her days and months of life were as countable as almost of Quinn. Now that phone salesman increases the lifetime of his own, Quinn, Jordan and Matt while changing the app code. And they take it usual now. But it was not as such. Quinn and Matt are still got together late night. They are talking with each other. Waking up at midnight, Quinn notices Matt has placed his hand on her. And then Matt comes from outside. Whose hand was this? And the lying down ghost attacks on her. Their mobile lifetimers are upgraded, which make them upset. Then Quinn feels as Jordan's life is also in danger zone. On the other side, Jordan is attacked by a ghost in her mother's disguise. They all three again visit father get together. Matt shows the version of this app. Reading it, it is known that it is a curse that can be eliminated if anyone dies before the time or falsifies this timer. It is clear, no one wants to die, so they decide to falsify this timer. If it is proved wrong even 1 second, they will be successful. Then they draw a warding circle made of glue and salt, and that Ozan ghost attacks on them. At first sight, Ozan appears in front of him in Matt's younger brother disguise. Moving towards him, he steps out the warding circle. Then coming into his real form, Ghost takes Matt with him dragging. Quinn moves outside aiming to save Matt's life. She finds Matt, who is standing safe and sound in front of her. Suddenly, a car ends Matt hitting him. So it was clear that their technique was useless. And Matt also loses his life at the spot. Quinn goes to that same hospital taking Jordan, where other nurses inform her that doctor has tried to harass them. Quinn thinks she can possess the 57 years life of Dr. Sullivan, finishing him. Quinn calls Doctor in basement trickily. She is nearly to finish the doctor, then Ghost Ozan saves the life of Doctor coming there. Because no one cannot be dead before time. On one side, Ozan searches Jordan and attempts to end her. Ghost Ozan is about to finish Jordan. Quinn immediately comes before him taking drug. She said she will kill herself if he harmed her sister. Ghost Ozan in her mother's disguise tries his best to stop her so that he may not do this. But Quinn is aware of reality of Ghost. She does not come in clutches and overdoses herself injecting. She loses her senses and dies at first sight. And Ozan is also ended. Jordan cries a lot seeing her dead sister. Then she notices a written word, Narcan, on her arm. There was an injection. As Jordan injects it on Quinn's arm, she comes into life. It is same matter as was happened with that girl at the starting of movie. Both sisters' mobile timer are stopped. It is evident as their plan has succeeded. And that curse has removed from them. Quinn receives a notification in her mobile as Countdown 2.0 has installed there. It was open that Ghost has also upgraded it. And something wrong can be occurred with him again. Phone salesman is seen sitting with his friend at the same night. As she moves to lavatory, he examines her cell phone, where a notification is received from Countdown app, that was received by everyone as you have violated that user agreement. What was it? It was to hack this app. Suddenly, hotel's lights are switched off and Ghost also ends him. Movie also completes here.